Well, a very good morning and a warm welcome to Badminton Horse Trials. It is the final horse inspection, the last chance for our ground jury to get an opportunity to see our combinations before they go forward to the final show jumping phase this afternoon. We have so much to look forward to. I'm Nicole Brown, and joining me in the commentary position from Echo Ratings is Dermot Byrne. But the cross country yesterday was not an easy task. Eric Winter's track certainly caused plenty of problems, Derm.
Oh, what a day we had yesterday, Nicole. Only two clear rounds inside the time, Tim Price and Michael Young. I mean, there was so much excitement. There was not too many jumping clears either. We only had, of the 81 that started, 30 came home without a jumping fault. 19 came home on top of that with jumping faults. As I say, just two inside the time. 14 people within 30 seconds and 24 within 60 seconds. Time played a huge role yesterday on that leaderboard.
The time played an enormous role because it was a really, really influential track, and there were only two combinations, as you say, that made it. The first of those being Michael Young, Le Biesthetique Sam, who made it, and he made it look very, very easy.
Oh, what a round. I mean, look, from a stats point of view, we've talked about Michael and we've talked about Sam at length. Michael won his 10th four-star at Rolex last week. I mean, what can we say about Sam? He's bidding to become only the fifth back-to-back badminton champion. Can you tell me who they are, Nicole?
Oh, under pressure. I would like to say Pippa Funnel, Supreme
Correct.
Rock.
Yeah.
Ian Stark, Sawati.
That was 86 and 88. 87 was cancelled. Good one.
And
Captain Mark Phillips
of
in
course.
early 70s. And then
Sheila Wilcox in the 50s, back in the 50s. So it's an elite club, isn't it?
It's very difficult to win badminton, and it's very, very difficult to win it back-to-back. He set the record finishing score here last year on 34.4. Again, that's not going to be beaten this year. After the dressage, Chris Burton and Graf Liberty were the only ones that could beat that. Chris doesn't have a good badminton record. He's the fastest rider in the world, but now he's just one clear jumping round from 5 across the country at badminton. That stat came back again yesterday. It meant he dropped off the leaderboard. He had that problem, which means that the leaderboard is now Horseware, Halebob and Ingrid Klimka at the top of the order. They're just 0.4 ahead of Michael Young and Sam, and just behind them, he's had 35 completions at the venue. He hasn't yet won. Nereo has proved his speed. He's proved his dressage. Will he be able to prove it today? He's gone in third place.
Well, we're going to be listening to the commentary live down at the final horse inspection. We'll be able to bring you some insight in each of the combinations as they come forward to present. And the first of the 49 horses coming forward, 81 started the cross country yesterday, 49 will be presenting in this final horse inspection. And the two Mark Todd rides, both sitting inside the top 10, currently in 5th place NZB Campino, and in 9th with Leonidas the second. Very, very good show jumper, Leonidas. And I know Derm, sitting beside me from Echo Ratings, a huge fan as well.
Very big fan of the horse. Very good show jumper.
So the first of the top 10 go through to the final show jumping, and the first of well, that is big news because Sir Greb sits in the top 10 with Alexander Bragg currently in 8th position. He'll be representing to the ground jury. We will wait with bated breath.
Just 6.8 time penalties yesterday for Sam Thomas II. And they had a refusal, don't forget that. But that's in the top 10 fastest rounds that we saw yesterday. 2 of Oliver's horses in the top 10 fastest round. Will that have any effect this morning?
So it's looking. So if you're just joining us for this final horse inspection, 2 combinations already in the hold box. That is Alexander Bragg, Sir Greb, and the first of Oliver Townend's 2 rides, Samuel Thomas II.
Calvino is accepted. Now the second horse for Tina Cook, 110. This is Elizabeth Murdoch and Keith Tyson's Billy the Red.
A really exciting horse coming through from a Team GB point of view. This is going to be one that could make the Europeans. Still only a 10-year-old. He's done his second 4-star cross country and he's been clear in both. Definitely one to keep an eye on.
Billy the Red to the hold box, please. Now the first of two horses for New Zealander Andrew Nicholson, and the first Rosebery and Mark Barlow's and his own Kwanzaa.
Andrew coming forward with the first of his rides in this final horse inspection. We'll see Nareo sitting third overnight in just a few moments' time. Cross country has taken its toll. We've seen 3 of the first 7 already be sent to the hold box for the ground jury to take another look at.
Kwanzaa is accepted. Now Andrew will present his second horse. This is Deborah Sellers, Nareo.
Well, we're looking at the horse sitting third overnight. He hasn't jumped clear, Nicole, at a 4-star since Badminton 2013.
Nareo is accepted.
He's accepted. He's in the top 3. That's going to be one to really keep an eye on this afternoon. He's going to be going in there trying to catch those Germans.
Now for France, number 18, Astio Nicolas with Ben and Partners Piaf de Bonneville.
Well, this a horse that before this weekend had never added anything to his dressage score on 3 previous 4-star starts. He had a tough round across the country yesterday. He was sent to the hold box at the first horse inspection. We will wait with bated breath for better luck the second time of asking.
Piaf de Monga goes to the holding box.
Well, that is 4 of the
Sadly,
first 10.
announce that Alexander Bragg and Zagreb have withdrawn in the hold box.
Well, that is enormous news. Alexander Bragg, the second highest placed Briton in 8th place overnight, withdrawn. We'll come to that in a few moments' time, but that is breaking news.
New Zealander Dan Jocelyn with Theresa Miller's and his own Dassit Cool Touch.
Well, the breaking news here is that Alexander Bragg and Zagreb have withdrawn. That brings Euro Prince and Claire Abbott into the top 10. 3 horses still in the hold box. Samuel Thomas, Billy the Red, Piaf de Bonneville.
Dassit Cool Touch is accepted. Now before the grand jury, number 23. This is Lydia Hannon with Carol and Christopher Harris's My Royal Touch. My Royal Touch is accepted. Next will be for Ireland. This is Austin O'Connor with Wendy Foster's Kilpatrick Knight.
Kilpatrick Knight coming forward, a traditional Irish horse. We'll be expecting him to get through a 4-star personal best dressage from Austin. They were clear jumping. They did pick up some time penalties. They're in 26th. Really impressive round. Let's hope we can see them go through.
Kilpatrick Knight is accepted.
Come on, Ireland, Nicole.
You would say that. Well, a dramatic morning so far. So Greb, Alex Bragg have been withdrawn from the hold box, and we're still waiting.
Next will be for France, number 31, Jean Toulier, with his own and Salah Squires, Matelote de Grandval. Matelote de Grandval is accepted.
Well, at 17 years of age, very impressive, Matelote de Grandval.
Lissa Green for Great Britain with the Ali G Syndicate's Mallinhead Clover.
First 4-star and a first time at Badminton for Mallinhead Clover. Will we see Lissa Green complete the entire event after a great day yesterday?
Mallinhead Clover to the hold box, please.
To the hold box.
Now to come before the ground jury, number 33. This is Jim Newsom from Ireland with his own and Carol Hawthorne's McGuinness. McGuinness is accepted. The next to be presented also from Ireland, number 35, Claire Abbott with Cormac Mackay's Euro Prince.
Claire and Europrince have moved into the top 10 here at Badminton as a result of that withdrawal from Alexander, Bragg and Zagreb. This pair are an excellent show jumping combination. Claire at Belton, Claire at Rio, Tattersall's, Fontainebleau, Pau. Expect a clear round today.
Euro Prince is accepted.
3 Irish horses. All true, Nicole.
You look a very happy man.
Now the horse will be represented. The first that will be represented will be Oliver Townend, Samuel Thomas, and the whole box vet, Tim Randall, had an opportunity to examine the horse more closely and confers with the ground jury. So for representation, this is Oliver Townend with Comfy Limited and Sue Chadwick's Samuel Thomas II. Will Thomas is accepted.
The biggest cheer of the morning so far. Great to see Oliver's both of his rides safely through this final horse inspection.
And now we're going to have the representation of Tina Cook's Billy the Red, owned by Elizabeth Murdoch and Keith Tyson.
Big moment this for Team GB fans. This is a horse that we're going to be wanting to see at the Europeans and at future championships. We got to make sure he can do the 3 days. He's done it before at Poe. How is he going to get on here?
Billy the Red is accepted.
Brilliant, brilliant news for Tina. Both of her rides through to the final show jumping phase later on today.
Now to come before the ground jury, number 36. This is Thibaut Follette for France with the Institut Français de Cheval, King de Brio.
Well, neither of this pair will have done many trot-ups, Nicole. Only 32 internationals for Thibaut. In the last 12 months, King de Brio has only done 2 internationals. One of those was at 4-star. It was at Rio. They had a pull down that day.
Could you trot once more, please?
Well, the ground jury can sometimes ask combinations to just trot up again. That just gives them the second opportunity just to have another look before they decide whether to accept them into the show jumping or send them to the hold box for further inspection.
King de Brio is accepted. Now to come before the ground jury, number 38. Mikkel Jung with the family Jochen Jung's La Biostatic Sam.
Well, this is a big one for the leaderboard. Second overnight. They're on their dressage score of 41, of only 2 inside the time yesterday. Sam is 17 years of age. We've already seen one 17-year-old accepted. Everything crossed. This will be the next to go through to the final phase.
Biostatic Sam is accepted.
What a cheer, Nicole. What a combination and what excitement we're going to have in the top 3 this afternoon.
Now for Italy, Pietro Sandi with his own mouse. mouse is accepted. The ladies fell for the salute, I think. Now for Ireland, number 42, Joseph Murphy with Jill Murphy's Sportsfield Othello. Sportsfield Othello is accepted. Now for Great Britain, this is Imogen Murray with Ivor Ward's MS Team Limited's Ivor Gooden. Ivor Gooden is accepted. Now number 46, this is Rosalind Cantor for Great Britain with her own and Caroline Moore's All-Star B.
Well, Ros Cantor, the British hopes lie on her shoulders now, the only British rider in the top 10. An All-Star B, he's done 2 4-stars previously. He's jumped clear on the final day on both of them. He is in 6th place overnight, and Ros will be hoping to leave all the poles standing and climb up that leaderboard.
All-Star B is accepted. Now from Ireland, this is Michael Ryan with Carol and Tom Henry's Dunlo Striker. Dunlo Striker is accepted.
The Irish continuing to go through, Nicole. A very good show jumper, clear at Mill Street last year, 1 down at Ballindennis this year. Hoping for the best for Michael this afternoon.
Now for the United States of America, this is the John Donner Syndicate's Donner.
looking at the first of the Team US riders to come forward. All of these girls making their badminton debuts. This is the first of them in the final horse inspection. Donna, a great cross-country horse.
Looks a bit suspicious, but it is accepted.
Mike Tucker confirming that he is accepted.
Now for Great Britain, this is number 52, Tom McEwen, with his own Jane Innes and Ali McEwen's Toledo to Cursor.
Giles is going to give out to me over that, Nicole.
He may well do. Not Mike Tucker commentating, I have to say.
Good Lord. Well, we're in a little studio away from them, but never mind that. Back to the action. Toledo to Cursor is one to watch this afternoon, guys. Only ever had one pole in their international career. 14 internationals, one pole. Definitely a chance for Stragom. Definitely a chance for the Europeans. But we, again, like Billy the Red, we want to see horses getting through the 3 days. This is one to watch.
Toledo to Cursor is accepted.
Well, great news for the British fans, and expect Tom to climb up that leaderboard overnight. In 16th place, he's moved up to 15th already. Can he make the top 10?
Now for Ireland again, this is number 53. This is Horseware Product Limited, Nicky Potterton and Paula Ennis's Horseware Stellar Rebound.
Fingers crossed for Rocket. The Irish are on a good run in this second horse inspection. He's in 37th.
Horseware Stellar Rebound is accepted.
And we continue that good run, Nicole. Another Irish horse accepted. Horseware Stellar Rebound will be show jumping this afternoon.
So, to be represented in a moment, this will be Astia Nicholas with Ben and Partners Piaf de Bonneville. And we learned sadly that Lissa Green and Malin Head Clover will not be represented. They have withdrawn.
Well, that is massive disappointment for Lissa. She won't be completing her first badminton, but I'm sure after their brilliant round across the country yesterday, we will see them out at this level in the future. But now, though, all eyes turn to the silver medalists from Rio.
Tim Randall's passed on this information to the ground jury for the representation of Astia Nicola with Ben and Partners Piaf de Bonneville.
Well, they were held at the first horse inspection for quite a period of time. The ground jury deliberated as to whether to accept them into the competition. They did a good dressage. They dropped down the order with time penalties across the country yesterday, and they had a tough round. We watch with bated breath. Will he be accepted to the final show jumping phase?
Piaf de Bonneville is accepted.
He's in, Nicole. He's a big favourite of mine. A real up-and-coming four-star horse. One to keep an eye on this afternoon.
Now to come before the ground jury is number 54. This is Ben Way with his own Elizabeth Collins's Galley Light for Great Britain. Galley Light is accepted. Number 57, Becky Wolven, will not be presenting Charlton Down River Dance. So next, before the ground jury, from Brazil, Marcia Cavallo-George, with Ana Julia George, Emiliana Jacinto-George, and Olivia Jacinto-George's Lissy McWay.
Well, the sole Brazilian rider here this year. They completed in Rio. Can they do the same here again at their first Badminton?
Lissy McWay is accepted. Number 64 is next for Ireland. This is Dominic Furnells riding Gerald Furnell's Ballycahane Flower Power.
Okay, Dominic. All the Irish are through so far. None of them are representing. We need Ballycahane Flower Power to continue to run. This pair will be jumping this morning, currently in 45th place, but moving up a little bit.
Ballycahane Flower Power is accepted.
And the run keeps going.
Now, number 70. For Great Britain, Paul Sims with Joe Chambers' Glengarnock. Glengarnock is accepted. Now for Japan, number 75, Yoshiaki Awa with his own The Duke of Kavan.
Well, it's a huge Olympic cycle for the Japanese team, and this a man who will be very firmly on the radar for a trip to Tokyo 2020. And the Duke of Kavan looking to give Yoshi his best place badminton finish. Yoshi has been 11th here previously. They are inside the top 10 overnight, in 9th place going into the final show jumping. We've got our fingers crossed they get through this final horse inspection and show us what they can do this afternoon.
Duke of Cavan is accepted. Next will be Tom Jackson for Great Britain with his own Sarah and Ian Jackson's Waltham Fiddler's Find. Waltham Fiddler's Find is accepted. Now for the Netherlands, number 78, ACSI Harry Belafonte, owned by Ramon van Rijn and Sabine van Rijn. Harry Belafonte is accepted. I hope he's coming back for the jumping later. Now for Great Britain, number 79, Gemma Tattersall with the Soul Syndicate's Arctic Soul.
Gemma so disappointed with her dressage on Friday, was in equal 67th place after the first phase, but absolutely stormed around the cross country yesterday, one of the fastest of the day, to move up to 12th, now 11th after the withdrawal of Alex Bragg and Zagreb. They've jumped clear on the final day here before Durham. That was 12 months ago. Can they do it again?
Yeah, third place last year. A really big performance from Gemma and Spike here last year. The only Team GB rider on a podium at a 4-star level last year. Zara did it last week. They could have a pole this afternoon, but they've proved it.
Arctic Soul is accepted.
They proved themselves as a big day rider before, and she's going to have the opportunity to do it again this afternoon.
Now for Belgium, Joris van Springel with Holtrus Fiestras and Owen van Springel's Lully des Olmes. Lully des Olmes is accepted. Now number 88, for Great Britain, Sarah Bullimore with Kristen Sue Gillespie's and Brett Bullimore's Rev de Rouet.
Well, Sarah and Rev Derue had a burly show jumping around to forget this time last year. They're going to want to put that
Rev
behind them,
Derue is accepted.
and they're going to have the chance to do so.
Now for Australia. Sam Griffiths with Steve and Dinah Posford, Juliet Carters and Sam's own Paul Brent Rocker.
Well, this is a combination who had a very, very good round across the country yesterday, but were deemed to have judged outside the flags at a corner. They were therefore awarded 50 penalties under the new FEI ruling. And Sam, he did appeal those yesterday evening with the ground jury, but they have been upheld. So he has those 50 penalties on the card. And it's the first time we've seen actually in international competition that new ruling come into play.
Paul Brocker is accepted.
And the former winner goes through. They won't be winning again this year, but great to see them on the final day.
Now to Ireland again. This is John T. Evans with his own and Fiona Elliott's Cooley's Rorke's Drift.
What a performance we saw in the dressage from this pair. A huge disappointment yesterday, picking up that 20 in the cross-country phase. They're actually a very, very strong cross-country pair, Nicole. It was a surprise. Their only other fault was in their first CIC 3-star. They'll be back for the Europeans, I expect, this summer, but they're going to want to show jump clear.
Cooley Rorke's Drift is accepted.
And they're going to get their chance to do so. Of course, Nicole, you don't need me to tell you now, the Irish run of this second horse inspection continues, all accepted first time.
Now for Germany. Ingrid Klimke with her own and Andres Busaka's Horseware Hail Bob.
The overnight leaders coming forward. We've seen Michael Young and we've seen Andrew Nicholson both accepted in second and third. Derm, I'll let you tell us about this pair's show jumping because it's pretty impressive, isn't it?
Hugely impressive, Nicole. Just hoping and praying that they go through now. They've had a pole at Rio in the individual round of show jumping. They had a pole at Aachen, but other than that, you've got to go a long way back, all the way to 2014 when they won pole was their last pole. I expect that they can jump clear today and maintain that 0.4 lead over Michael.
Horseware Hail Bob is accepted.
The overnight leader is through, the top three all through this final horse inspection going forward to this afternoon's show jumping.
Now the turn of number 93, Beanie Sturgis, with her own Jill Lamonts and Simon Grayley's Lebowski. Lebowski is accepted. Ireland again. This is Cathal Daniels with Ruck and Rua, owned by Margaret Kinsella.
Carl Daniels, just 20 years old, and Ryogan Rua, a 10-year-old mare. They had a dressage round at Badminton to forget, but certainly yesterday, Nicole, their cross-country round is one that will be remembered for a long time. It's in the top 10 fastest. It's number 7th. Number 7 in the top 10 fastest. Yesterday, just 6 time penalties. Will he get the show jump in his second course start? He will.
And dare I say it, Derm, another Irish horse through at the final horse inspection. Well, just 6 more to present to our ground jury.
Number 95, Kieran Glynn with Susanna Franks and Peter Cole's November Night.
So Kieran Glynn of Colossery Lodge is the last of the Irish riders coming forward. Again, second 4-star. They'll be very happy with yesterday. It did pick up time penalties across country, but a clear jumping round.
November Night is accepted.
And it completes the run. And you know what, Nicole? Xavier Fair is still to come with Tim Price, and that was brought on by Elizabeth
The
Power.
next
We're going
will
to claim
be
him as
number
well when he goes
99,
down.
Lauren Kiefer for the United States with Team Rebecca's Veronica.
One of the stalwarts of Team USA, Lauren Kiefer. They were second. Lauren and Veronica, Troll as they call her, second at Rolex for the last 2 years.
Troll is the horse, not Lauren, just to clarify.
Not Lauren, they're both feisty ladies, but we'll be hoping for an accepted.
Veronica is accepted.
That's great news for the US fans.
Now to number 100, Andrew Hoy for Australia with his own and the Rutherglen Syndicate's Rutherglen.
Well, last one here back in 2006, Rutherglen. The only one of his 2 rides to make it across the country yesterday. The Blue Frontier had a fall, but Andrew none the worse for wear from that.
Big smile for the cameras in his big orange hat.
Rutherglen is accepted. Now again for Australia. 102, Christopher Burton with his own, the Graf Liberty Syndicate's Graf Liberty.
Well, they were our dressage leaders. They dropped down the order with 20 penalties yesterday, but this is a horse to remember for the future. Only 12 years of age. He's done 1 4-star. That was back in 2015. He jumped clear on the final day, and Chris will be hoping for more of the same this afternoon.
Do I need to tell you it's an Irish horse?
Graf Liberty is accepted.
No, you don't.
They'll be disappointed, but as you say, Nicole, I expect they'll be back for more.
Louise Harwood with her own Mr. Potts. Mr. Potts is accepted. So now the last to be presented, number 106, Tim Price for New Zealand, with Tricia Rickards, his own, and Nigella Hall's Xavier Fair.
So, alongside Michael Young, Xavier Fair, the only horse to make the time yesterday. They're in 4th place overnight. Will they show a jump clear, Nicole? I think they could have a pole, but I sincerely hope not. He deserves a bit of luck after 2016 and
Xavier Fair is accepted.
And he's true. I hope they get that show jumping clear today. But looking back on the record, they've a pole at Blenheim.
That completes the horse inspection, but there's just one more little presentation, and it's really to represent all the grooms, and this is that Tree Horse Sporting Colours Treehouse Sporting Colours, they're making a presentation to the groom who's made the most effort towards the care of their horse over this whole weekend, and that goes to the groom of Kieran Glynn's November night, Jessica Cudden.
Ah, the excitement. Another win for Ireland. Delighted for Jess and delighted for Glenner. That's a huge, that's a brilliant thing to
I'm told she does know about it, and Theresa Morris is here to make that presentation. As I say, this is really on behalf of all the grooms, because they do such a fantastic job, not just here during the competition, but throughout the year. So while we're waiting for her arrival or non-arrival, the jumping for the lower place horse starts at 11:30, and then the afternoon session starts with the Band of the Royal Marines at 2 o'clock, and then the parade of the horses and the jumping will be around 2:30, just after 2:30. So 2 o'clock, things start up in the main arena in the afternoon, and 11:30 for jumping for the lower place horses this morning. Jessica Cudden, as he's made it, of course, the horse was only trotted up a short while ago, and it came. So thank you very much indeed for Tree Horse Sporting Colours to make this presentation, and congratulations once more to Jessica Cudden.
Well, that was the final horse inspection. We have 46 combinations going forward to the show jumping this morning. 11:30 the morning session kicks off, and then we'll see the top combinations coming forward after 2 o'clock this afternoon. But Dan Byrne from Echo Ratings, you've been alongside me in the commentary position for this final horse inspection. We've seen a big news in that Alex Bragg and Zagreb in 8th place overnight. They were withdrawn from the holding box. They won't be coming forward to the show jumping this afternoon. That's a big shame for the British fans.
That's a horse that we were hoping would jump clear. It's a big blow for Team GB hopes, But Nicole, let's just run through that top 10. You don't have to try, even just outside the top 10. Toledo the Cursor is going to be one to watch from a Team GB point of view. Only one pole in their international career. Expect a clear round. Piaf de Neville hasn't added a show jump at 4-star level. He did have one in one of the rounds of jumping at Rio. But let's have a quick look. Claire Abbott moved into the top 10 as soon as Alexander came out.
For Ireland.
Yeah, for Ireland. That should be a clear round. Leonidas, you know my feelings. They had a disappointing first round. It cost the Kiwis a medal at Rio, but they came back to jump that clear round in the individual. I'm hoping for a clear round there. Garib, not positive it's going to be clear. Roz Cantor, I am positive it's going to be clear.
Well, All-Star B, Roz Cantor, the best of the Brits, in 6th place overnight. There is one pole covering the 3rd and 4th place, but the top 3 are not covered by any poles at all. It will be all to play for in the final show jumping phase, and a clear round in the top 10 will see riders move up the order. But let's look for just a second. Horseware Hail Bob, second after dressage, our leaders after the cross country. They have a very good show jumping record.
Oh, great show jumping record. As I was saying earlier, all the way back to Po 2014, they went on a run. They had a pole down there to win that 4-star, but they went on a run from there of 12 months without a pole down. Now they had one at they had one at Aachen, and they had one in the second round of jumping at Rio. They are not bulletproof, but Ingrid is very, very confident. She's bidding to become the first female rider since Lucinda Fredericks back in 2007, Nicole, on Headley, Britannia, to take the badminton title.
Well, we'd all love to see it, but one horse who we remember only too well in the show jumping here at Badminton, Le Biesthetique Sam, a pole down in 2013 cost him the title here. Can he jump clear? He's won both his Olympic gold medals from a score of 40.9 and 40.6 in Rio and London respectively. He set a dressage score of 40 here this weekend. He's currently sitting on it. Will it take him the badminton title?
It actually cost him a 4-star title twice, Nicole, but would you believe it was Fisher Rocana in Rolex who benefited from it in 2015, so he took the title in any event. But yes, Sam has had poles in the past, but let's look at the recent form. Clear at Rio, finished on his dressage. Clear at London, finished on his dressage. Clear at Badminton last year, finished on his dressage. He's a man for the big day, a horse for the big day. I don't expect them to add any mistakes from Hail Bob. Sam's going to pick the pieces up.
Well, just before we finish, Noreo, Andrew Nicholson. Andrew still looking for a first win here at Badminton. 35 completions. Noreo, a former 4-star winner, but you have to go back to here, back in 2013, to see them last jump clear on the final day of a 4-star. But that is everything from us here at the final horse inspection. Make sure you tune in for all of the show jumping action. It is live on the Badminton website. Go on to there. You can see it live from 11:30, the first morning session of dressage, and then from 2 o'clock. But a huge thank you to you, Derm, from Echo Ratings, for all of your help, and we will be looking forward to seeing what unfolds. It promises to be dramatic. Records will be broken. Make sure you don't miss a thing.